Hello guys, hello, and welcome to the semi-finals stage, the Taiko World Cup 2020. I'm Bubble Man. I'm joined here today by N-Wolf, and we're going to be bringing you this Germany-China match that's coming up first. How are you, N-Wolf?
I'm fine. This is going to be an exciting weekend.
You going to show any caster bias, or are you going to stay pretty neutral for this one?
Land.
Germany, China. A good match to start it off then. It's the losers bracket match. Of course, we've only got two winners bracket matches this weekend, the two semi-finals. I definitely have a slight caster bias. I've got a long lost cousin of mine on the German team.
Yeah, and I'm German, so
We'll try and remain impartial, I'm sure. But hey,
I am Germany biased, but I'm even more tiebreaker biased as always. So let's see the
tiebreaker
tiebreaker.
biased. Tiebreaker is always fun. Tiebreaker is always great cast.
So far, the only two tiebreakers we've seen this tournament were on the first match of a weekend. I don't want to say that's going to happen again, but I really want to see the tiebreaker.
Do you think it could happen again? Because
Comparing
comparing the team scores from last week, we can see Germany took 3 points. China took 2. A relatively even matchup. Slight favour to Germany, but
I wouldn't say it's impossible because I remember from last week's Sweden vs Singapore match, there were a lot of predictions that tiebreaker was unlikely for that match to happen actually, and then it did.
well, I mean,
So
they
I'm
can
going.
catch you out from nowhere, really, can't they?
Yeah. So
A match that looks like a one-sided match could just suddenly flip on its head.
yeah. What even is the song, by the way?
I don't think this is a song,
Fair.
but whatever it is, it was great. Loved it.
Yes. Yeah. It depends on how Germany is on the consistency-based maps, because that's where China mostly got points off in comparison to Germany last week. So that was.
We're looking at which maps are we looking at for that sort of consistency-based pick from China?
Well, for that we're going to look at something like Time to Say Goodbye, which is basically like Ariadne from last week. Obviously, Time to Say Goodbye should be the last match played in this match, because one team we have to say goodbye to. So what better song to end it on? There's also...
no, what better song to start it on? Someone's gonna say goodbye. We just have to get it out of the way first, and then we can enjoy the time we have left.
There's also Nomad 4, which is a very speedy map, kind of like Aito Bondo, which is where China would have gotten a point against Germany last week. So maybe that's going to be something they're going for this week, hoping that Germany gets a few chokes. There's also 3 Music Overload. It's basically it's not hard to play with mods. It's not a very hard map in general. It's one of the easier maps in this pool. So if China can get some decent mods out, maybe they can hope that Mew gets a few chokes of hidden hard work, because as last week, I think Germany is going to play hidden. Mew specifically is going to play hidden hard work, and he's going to play really well.
Of course, we've got an extra no mod map in the pool this week. We got 6 no mod maps instead of 5.
It's now that we've reached best of 13, which means we need 7 points to win a match now. So
It's gonna be a long match for both teams then.
Yep.
Do they have the mental fortitude to stay focused for the length of time that they need to? It's going to be tough. It's always tough playing long matches.
luckily for them, the pool is on average slightly shorter than last week. Actually, surprisingly. By like 3 seconds. But it's still shorter. Also, this is a good song.
Oh my goodness. I don't want to be playing hidden on this.
I don't think you can play hidden on this. I'm not even sure if you can play Nomad on this.
These overlaps look horrible.
Yeah, I know the song. This
They look
changes.
disgusting.
Yeah, and I know the song. This song basically changes BPM on every single note, and it's only 6.5. And as you can see with the accuracy on all the normal players, it's not really easy to hit, and the slider velocity going nuts all the time doesn't help at all.
We hear a miss sound as Drexac Blaster gets 20 combo. Looks like an incredible challenge.
Yup. Drexac Blaster did have 30% accuracy at the end. So that was a map.
That was interesting to watch.
So we've had something that was a questionable song, and we've had something which had questionable slider velocity. What a good start into this match.
Very variable timing.
Foods rolling a 90. They're getting the first pick. China gets the
You
first
see the
ban.
pool on the screen. 6 no mods, 2 hiddens, 2 hard rocks, 2 DTs, 2 free mods, and
Free.
the one, the only tiebreaker. Will we see it?
I hope so. Maybe not this match, but I hope so for this weekend. Oh, China banning hard rock. Don't think that's the best ban against Germany, but they probably just don't really want to play the longest map in this pool, which is also kind of hard. And Germany bans it too.
That's quite funny.
Yes.
Neither team wants to play that then.
That's
a good ban.
yeah. I
Good
mean,
ban
that's
for Germany.
definitely. As said, when I saw China's ban, I really was like, that's not a good ban.
Are they
against Germany.
are they going to be kicking themselves now?
Probably not. Germany is going to ban double tame too, which is the ban I would have China expected to see. Because that's like the map they banned last week
They
against
picked
South Korea.
Stratofortress.
That's a German map.
It is. It's a map I recognize, it's error.
Yes. Also standard maps, I think.
Mm-hmm.
So this is a very streamy map, not long, 2 minutes. And it's adjusted for TWC, specifically. The original version of this map is much harder. It has higher OD, it has 1/6 nodes in the streams. This is just pure 1/4 streaming. All about consistency.
Mew and Gilleste come in. Bringing their lineup. I think a small visual bug where there's only 5 points showing up at the top of the screen. Just a shout out to the operator. Of course, it is best of 13. We'll get that fixed really quickly. Scene is doing 7 points now. So tough match. What are the mods going to be like for this? What do you think, Enwolf?
Gilleste is going to play Hidden. Mew is going to play Hidden Hard Rock. And New Beginning is going to play Hidden, I guess. And Okura's probably going Nomad. These are my guesses. And of all of them, I know. I don't know, but I am very confident on saying that Mew is going Hidden Hard Rock. Oh, it's Okura that's going Hidden, and the New Beginning is going Nomad. Heck.
Well, yeah, there's the two hiddens. We'll just wait for Mew to load in.
There's the Hidden Hard Rock.
Yeah.
I was so close.
Good calls. Mew, we've seen him perform incredibly in the past few weeks. Pools are getting harder now. Can he keep that level of performance up?
It's looking good so far. Of course, we're waiting for the 2 key items which have the most difficult and longest streams.
Gilleste picks up a miss. First drop so far, but the mod advantage on Mew is going to keep it in their favor. It's going to take another few drops like that for China to even be able to touch the lead. It's the first key high time, long streams.
No one finding any breaks.
Okura, actually, and New Beginning. Both drop their combos at the end of that first key eye. Leads to an even bigger lead for Germany now.
Yes.
Gilleste builds his accuracy back up above 99%, and Mew going strong up to about the end of the key eye there with 99.9%. He does find a few hundreds now, but that was an incredible accuracy. To hold that for that long.
It's still ridiculous.
With one key eye time left, you could find lots of misses in a string, drop your accuracy. And that's what New Beginning does, drops below 98. Nearly. Just losing focus. Gilleste Okura share misses.
Mew's still going strong with Hard Rock. And it's a full combo.
Oh, Mew absolutely killing it.
Very confident first pick for Germany.
Never
here.
seen someone shred on a drum before, but well, there we go. 1/100 from Okura. The 9 misses he's picked up though.
Yeah, it's unfortunate.
Takes the second highest score in the match. Gilleste coming up close behind. Incredible performance, so he can definitely keep his performance up from the last few weeks on these harder maps.
This definitely was one of the
That's
harder
big.
maps.
First FC, apparently. Well, what a time to get it. And that's a... it's a very quick take and pick for Germany.
Interested to see where China goes, because I think their safest bets are entirely in the no-mod pool. 3-mod is a big danger zone because Miu can hit hard block all of his maps, I think. And they can also pretty comfortably play hidden, especially Miu, the second player too. Maybe not bubblegum, but the apocalypse.
To still be full modding 3-mod at this stage, semi-finals. That's definitely respectable. You have to give them the space they deserve on the 3-mods if they can do that.
I think Germany is going to show off their 3-mod skills.
Super strong team. But, well, China's nothing to scoff at either. It's their pick next. We wait to see what they decide to go for.
And it's no mod 1.
No mod 1. They said, "Yeah, you've got your point now, and now it's time to sweep you. Goodbye." Or at least that's what they'd hope this is saying. 6.8 stars. OD6. Ignore the BPM. That's just the stars and BPM. This is 250.
Oh, this totally sounds like a 100 BPM song.
Oh yeah. What snapping would that be to make 100 BPM into 250? Hold on. One. Quintuplets? I don't know. That'd take a lot of brain power that I don't have right now.
In O snapping, I think that would be 1/10 notes. Because 1/8 in O snapping standards would be 200 BPM, and 1/12 would be 300 BPM. So it would have to be 1/10 snap, which is not
I think
really
that sounds about right. Maybe? No, I that's too much for me.
No,
that's way too much for me.
Our question is, what would that be in real music snapping?
That's what I was thinking. I thought it was quintuplets, but
I think that would be like 140 notes.
Whatever. This is taiko. We don't have to think about that.
We have time until the map starts. Now it's done.
It's a long
we
intro,
don't have time
but...
anymore.
It is a long intro. But we can talk about the players who have swapped in for us. Mikelodo for Germany. A full player swap for them.
China with the early accuracy.
China.
Fools found, I think, 2 100s in the intro.
Ooh, Triple's catching out a new beginning. A massive drop on that stream. Just completely no-locked out of it. 90% he drops down to. It's going to build back up quickly because it's relatively early in the map. But that was a big drop for him. Oh,
and another.
Not quite able to keep the speed up. That's a big lead for Germany. Nobody caught out by the 1/3 snap. That might be client Mikelodo. Yeah, indeed.
Super SSS, not holding the double S anymore, but he has the highest accuracy.
Yeah, he's the closest there. He found 100 in the triple section, just leading into the first chorus. This map a lot more brutal than Ariadne last week. Floater does find a miss now. Drops in the second chorus. But halfway through the map, the lead is going to close very slightly as A New Beginning's building up his accuracy to 97%.
But
But he drops in the slowdown.
I was about to say China.
That is tragic.
China would have needed to see that from Germany's
That
side
is
to be able to
absolutely
catch
tragic.
up.
Super as well, finding a few hundreds in the slowdown. He's down to 99.6. Accuracy lead on Furtz now. We prepare for the solo. Let's find a drop. Super has full combos through the section, but it might be too little too late. The lead is closing very slightly, a few hundreds from the beginning.
Yeah, but it's still too big.
A little bit back to Germany, but yeah, the lead's too big. First drops. But yeah, too late. Too little, too late.
China, especially in New Beginning, finding a few too many misses, especially that one early choke where they missed basically an entire stream.
Just not in the groove of it today, seemingly.
But they are not out of this yet.
Indeed. That's a break point really easy, really early on to Germany. Super SS finding the full combo, 13 100s. Good performance from him.
Germany got
Hidden 2 picked up.
Didn't think they would go for this. But they are. That's probably going to be Mio and Celeste.
Difficulty names insulting. Thank you. Please change it or censor it.
You're hopefully not the one who's going to get popped. Not shame the same fate as with Bobbleman and SpongeBob.
Pete doesn't get popped.
But they want to.
No.
They want to now. They have their needles ready. Yeah, this is a really slow map with really awkward rhythm and slight velocity changes. And on top of that, it's OD7.
4.7 stars, 145 BPM. Surely this can't be that hard, right? Can it? This is like the easiest map in the pool.
Ooh. If we should see a double S of all these players now.
Yeah, of course. This is like a whole 2.1 stars below the maps that they just played, and we saw a full combo from Super SSS. Anyway, let's see how they handle this. Couple of swaps from China. New Beginning staying in. Thankfully, Drexat Glass is not in for this one. Wouldn't want him to tilt from seeing the difficulty name. And we get started. Mew and Celeste swapping back in. And oh god, how do I say that name on China's side? Pueji.
I guess.
That'll do.
Close enough.
You can crucify me if I'm saying that wrong. But interesting to see A New Beginning still in. After performance on the last map, I would have said he needed a rest, but they've chosen to keep him there.
China
See if
really
that pays
not.
off for them. See if they can take the break point off Germany. But they are losing accuracy already in the intro.
They don't look comfortable at all with the snapping intro.
It's a swing timing hidden map. Relatively slow. Koichi finds a miss as well. He's down below 85%. Finds another in the slow section. New beginning building up his accuracy. 96%. Celeste has 97. Finding a lot more success holding his combo, but he does drop it, as does Koichi. New beginning as well finds a miss. Every player struggling, and then you just kind of...
What is Mew's performance?
Is it even worth talking about? I mean, it just sort of speaks for itself, doesn't it? 99.9% he's nearing.
All these players are struggling so hard with the really awkward snaps and rhythms in this map.
Oh, he drops a couple hundreds.
But he's still 99.7.
His reading is incredible.
2% ahead of his second highest accuracy in the lobby, which is shared by Celeste and a new beginning. Never mind.
His reading is true. I mean, the match is almost all but concluded already. Celeste keeping up as well. He's 400 combo now and 97, nearing 98%. And that would be a good score, as well as New Beginning, he's 97%, but with Mew in the lobby, you're just kind of completely... The limelight is just completely stolen.
This is so insane.
New Beginning finds a miss. Still hovering around 97%, he drops a little bit. Celeste relatively stable around 97.5. Finds the drop, keeps the accuracy, it's only a single miss. Luigi really struggling. Maybe China just didn't have a second player that could play this sort of thing. Someone had to take the hit.
But no fails. That's
Mew.
Also nice to see. Mew score 12 100s. Why? How?
Incredible. Just incredible. You love to see it. That's over, yeah. Someone said in chats, over 2 million for the German side.
On a map like this, that's impressive.
That would have been a PB for him as well, apparently, as well. PB on the 2 maps he's played so far is, that's a good track record, I'd say. He's playing, really rather well today. And it's up to China. What can they pick? They need to throw him off. They need to throw the German side off. Pick something they're really strong at.
That's the question.
What could it be? What do you think?
I'm leaning towards no mod 4 or 6.
Looking at what's been played, the 2 mods that haven't been played so far, Hard Rock and DT.
I don't think we're going to see that. So the reason I think we're going to see no mod 4 or 6 is because time to say goodbye was closer than the end result was, because it mostly hinged on a new beginning finding chokes early on in the map. Later on, they were fine. So, if they were as strong as they were at the end of the map, they could have maybe taken that point. So maybe now that we're further to the match, I'm more comfortable. And we see no more.
Yeah, you called it. Called it well.
It's a speed map with a lot of finishers.
76 BPM. This one a lot faster than Time to Say Goodbye. It's only 7-2, and it's the first 7-star map we get to see our players have a tackle at. That isn't a tiebreaker, of course. We'll see which players come in for this. Pueji seeming to stay in. This is probably more his cup of tea than low scroll velocity hidden.
We see Ford swap in for Mew.
Super comes back in for China. And I think that might complete the lineups.
Interesting.
We saw Super play really well on Time to Say Goodbye. 250 BPM that one. This is an increase of 26 BPM.
But it's also not a stance, so the difficulty, it's harder, of course, but not by too much.
Indeed. More of a speed test, this one, than a consistent high speed test. Lots of bursts.
Small lead for Germany.
Coles finds a big drop. Down to 97%, a short map. It's going to build up quite quickly. As he recovers his accuracy. It's like, again for him. He was the one fighting off Super's accuracy. He drops again. Just can't handle his speed. He can't quite lock into it.
I think the Chase
The
players did
lead
not
will
play the
swap.
finishers. I think they didn't play the finishers. They didn't drop accuracy, so the only logical conclusion is they didn't play finishers, and you just saw how massive of a score drop that was.
Indeed. Finish is definitely important. That completely nullifies even Force's drop. If he can hold strong, if he can bring his accuracy back. But he does miss. And Gillespie follows up.
China still with full combos. Not the
They hit
great.
the long stream. Oh, Fueji misses one of the last couple of notes of that stream.
I think this is the point.
Big drop again. Fueji falling apart a little bit. Gillespie finds a miss. Long stream. Fueji and Gillespie share misses.
This is so.
Back up to Germany. A double miss from Gillespie first, but a double miss again from Super and Pueji.
Everyone's missing!
It's really close. The accuracies are really close. Gillespie and Foz find a miss again and give the point to China.
What did.
Oh,
What was.
that got fast paced at the end.
What did that just happen? I don't have words for that. I don't know what just happened.
That was that was a battle. That was a fight. The finishers nearly gave it away,
That
but
too,
not
yeah.
so. Germany just struggling with the speed.
Super SSS with a quite decent accuracy still after how that ending went for both teams. 98.5% accuracy.
And a quick pick. Quick choice for Germany.
Back
Hidden
into
one.
hidden.
China have that point on the board now. They're not getting swept.
Hashtag not a sweep.
Let's see, this is another high star rating map, 7.3 stars. Also a featured artist. You can jam out to this.
Milk 2 was featured artist. The artist of the other hidden map. This is a entirely different map though. This is basically streaming. And more streaming, and even more streaming. The intro does have quite difficult to hit rhythms, so it's not only about streaming, but it's like 85% of this map are streaming, the other 50% are odd rhythms. Or at 205 BPM instead of 145.
And with that comes scroll velocity increase. We'll see how they adjust from playing the slower hidden before. We got Celeste and Mew. For the German side, let's see if Mew can PB 3 out of 3. New beginning Hueji in for China.
Can Mew full combo this too?
Full combo or no full combo. Let's see if he can PB. Seems to be on great form today. Good pick for Germany. And here we go, getting into it.
We have a bit of 1/3 snap here, which is apparently sometimes very hard to hit. We see China getting out of that with an early score lead.
Indeed, slight drop for Celeste. Drops a little bit of accuracy. Of course, it's the start of the map. That accuracy is going to increase very quickly as more notes are hit. Beginning finding a drop of his own. He's still over in China's favor, but it's gonna slowly go towards Germany. But if Celeste misses like that, but if New Beginning and Pueji miss like that,
this is not the spot where you want to miss yet, because we only had to do with really hard streams now.
big drops, big drops.
I think
Pueji just not sinking back up into this stream. It's incredibly difficult to get back into a hidden stream if you drop. Mew, I think, finds a miss there. Celeste as well. New Beginning, Pueji really struggling with this. We saw for a second there, their score wasn't even going upwards. Their score was stagnant as they were struggling to get back into the sync of the stream. 85% across the board on China. Really unfortunate for them. Looking like there's not really any way back into this map.
unless Germany faces a similar situation as China just did on the second stream PI, this is basically over. The question rather for me right now is, can China still pass?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they can, but if they find another drop like that again, which they do, New Beginning Pueji both share the drop. Celeste as well, completely desyncing from that stream. He's gonna get back into it. Oh, the burst catches him in New Beginning though. I don't think they're at pass range.
They are not, and there's not enough nodes, I think, to get them back.
Yeah, we're closing in on the end of the map. This might be a team fail from China.
We're breaking the 1 million score barrier.
Oh, an unfortunate miss for both of them. No, yeah, it's a team fail for China.
That was rough.
We get to see the ending scores for Germany, but we don't get to see their stats.
We're only with 7 100s and 2 misses.
Point on the board for Germany. 4-1 now. Only taken 1 break point so far, but 1 is all they need. It is China's pick. Let's see what they go for now. They've won the speedy no mod.
Unless they are comfortable on double time 1, I still don't think they're going to exit no mod for this entire match.
Well, we'll see. Yeah, you blink, you miss the map. Let's see, it is DT1.
Okay. So this is also really difficult map. One of the harder ones in this pool. It's we call it a finger control map, but it's more like a finger breaking map.
Oh yeah.
There's a lot of
Yeah, fair enough.
There's a lot of doubled and quad 1/4 rhythms, which it's incredibly difficult to hit at 258 BPM.
Oh yeah, I can imagine so.
Yes. I mean, it's hard to hit in taiko. I can only imagine it's going to be even more awkward to hit in standard.
Oh well, yeah, of course. You don't have 2 separate hands for that.
Also, really old map. It's a Lepi Dopodos map, so obviously it's very old. But this one, even for Lepi standards, is quite ancient. This is 9 years old. It's basically from the beginning of time that difficulties for taiko even started to exist.
Thirds in for Germany, swapping for Mew. Super SS and Kueiji in for China, seemingly their speed lineup.
No Michelotto once again.
The players of choice are in the lobby. Let's see how they handle DT1.
I don't think we have any full combos there. Or maybe the bottom 2 players. I think that might have been fine.
It's Celeste that finds a miss. We're about a third of the way into the map already. This is a really short one. Only 1 minute and 17 in length. Beats on the China side and Super SS drops a note. Celeste follows up. Very quick mirror for him. He's down at 85-ish%. Building up quickly though. Force finds a miss too. Now the only full combo, the only high combo really on Kueiji, who does drop it. Not my fault. Hard sections.
Yes, if this entire map is a
90%
one
for
hard
him.
section.
What's the accuracy? The 1980%, but he's not holding the combo. The lead is on Germany's side because of it, though. They do have the accuracy advantage now that Pueji has missed. They have combo advantage too.
3
But
seconds.
he misses in that long stream. Pueji and Super SS Share misses too. Now the lead firmly in Germany's favor, about 100,000 points. And the finisher roll will seal out the map. Fast-paced.
That was another interesting match. China fighting less misses than Germany, but their accuracy struggled a lot.
Furt saving the day. His accuracy keeping them in it, giving a 5th point, a second break point now. For the German side, they're 4 points in the lead. And they have free reign over the map pool. They pick free mod 1, Polygon.
The best background featuring the Polygon god. I expect, as I said earlier on, I actually expected Germany to just go with all the V-mod maps, just so Mio can flex his hidden hard rock skills. We do see a second one now, where he is probably going to do just that.
Yeah, so you think Mew's gonna take a hidden hard rock on this? Is the other player gonna take a mod for Germany, or is it just gonna be the hidden hard rock king himself, seemingly?
I think, quite honestly, it would be safer to just go no mod on this for the second player. Because this map is incredibly difficult with both mods. With hard work you have OD 9.8 with a lot of different rhythms. And with hidden, you have to read these really awkward rhythms at 174 BPM and sometimes at reduced slider velocity, so it's not comfortable for either mod. Unless,
So a tough one then.
yes, unless you're new and can hidden hard work it, of course. If he even goes hidden hard work.
Well, yeah, if he even goes hidden hard rock, he could take a hidden and just completely fake us out.
Yeah. Because I don't see more than one mod on China's side.
Yeah, from Pueji or a new beginning. Who's gonna take it?
Probably a new beginning. I also said a new beginning
Yeah,
was
we'll
going
see.
to mod Strato Fortress and they didn't.
We'll see.
Yeah.
They could completely surprise us and take a hard rock, which they do.
Oh.
Pueji with hard rock mods, a matched mod. See Celeste in new beginning take hidden, Mew and Pueji on hard rock. Mew just not wanting to chance the hidden on this then.
That's fair, quite honestly. Hidden hard work. Hidden is hard. Hard work is really hard on this. Hidden hard work is just a beast.
Beginning struggling a little bit in the intro. Pueji finds a miss as well. No FC is on the side of China.
Yeah, entering the mono cut section.
Celeste finds his first miss. Pueji in new beginning struggling to build up any sort of usable combo.
Or
He
accuracy.
misses again.
This is a really awkward rhythm section. I'm slightly sorry for that, but not really. You still holding 99%.
Oh,
But he misses.
everyone drops on that. Apart from new beginning, actually, who combos through it.
That's
The
not going.
lead. 300,000 points of lead towards Germany. This looks like a 6 point on the board for them, getting into the Ki section. Unless there is a massive falling apart, it would take a team fail from Germany. That's the size of mistake they would have to make. They are firmly in the lead. There is absolutely nothing that China can do now. Pueji finds another miss, but the 400 combo that New Beginning has built up, finally finding his sync with the map, just not enough.
No one gets to pet Vidogo. It's no one full comboed.
One miss for Mew. Not gonna 99 that one.
It was close.
New Beginning playing relatively well as well. He got 25 misses, but built that combo up at the end.
China with a team synergy, both players finding 25 misses at different spots. And it's their pick, and it's match point. They pick Hard Rock 1? That's interesting. That's Loshaxi, that's really bursty. Hard map.
The only mod pool we haven't seen yet. Including all of the mods in this match. Because we've seen all the mods.
You're asking why they would pick that. Good question. This is risky. I mean, yes. Because these bursts are, especially towards the lateral health of this map, they're really difficult to hit. You can really easily miss on them, so maybe China's kind of trying to go for an somewhat RNG-based approach, where they're like, if they drop hard on these bursts and we don't, we win.
Yeah, indeed. I mean, Mew seems to be staying in for this. We've not seen him play a speed map yet. As well that China won their speed map pick from Nomod. This could be an interesting strategy that they're going for.
Surprised they haven't gone for Ooze out, which is also, it has a huge speed element to it. Going to 310 BPM.
Maybe they feel they need that sort of risk.
Fair.
Get back into the match. I mean, Germany are on match point. This could be it. This is their last pick. Or it could be.
Also worth noting, this map has really difficult finishers, and I don't think Pueji is going to hit them once again.
Maybe not. First drop comes for Fox. He doesn't seem to be interested in holding combo, but neither is the Chinese side at the moment. China, big drops for them. Birds with high accuracy, seeming to be able to get the notes in time, just to, you know, deciding not to press a button every so often, maybe. Mew finding a miss. No full combos on the board, but big accuracy lead to Germany. Pueji holding strong. He is a little behind.
And now we get into the bursts. After this.
Let's see how people deal with these. Yeah, Pueji not playing the finishes.
First burst drop on foot. And everyone has dropped.
Yeah, nobody quite able to combo through them. And a big lead, 200,000 points for Germany. It would take a big drop in this outro for China to take it back. Nobody misses on those bursts. Everyone combos through them. And the RNG pick not paying off. The score unassailable at this point for Germany. They'll walk it home through this outro. And take a 7-1.
Was not comfortable for either side.
Indeed, not at all.
But Germany takes it.
More comfortable for them. And that's it.
It is time to say goodbye to China. Because this was a loser's bracket match and they won't advance.
There's no lower bracket than the lower bracket, of course. Commiserations to them. Very well played. It's been a joy having them in this tournament. And Germany. Votes Mew, Drexag Blaster, Gelest, and Velodo move on.
We are going to face the winner of a match we're going to see in about 30 minutes. Italy versus Poland. A really strong match, a really scary match. That match has legitimate tiebreaker potential.
Yeah, I'm excited to be seeing that one.
Yeah, I have a tendency on who I think will win, but I'm not confident at all because this match can go either way.
Hey, I have no idea at all. I'm just excited to cast some taiko.
Yeah, that's a really good match.
Yeah, of course. It will be happening 30 minutes from now. Congratulations again to Germany on winning that match. Commiserations to China. We get to see another incredible match coming up. Don't go anywhere. We'll see you in half an hour.
can feel the evolution. All my time no longer frozen. So maybe all the all. I don't know who I will become, but I know what I want more than ever before.
Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the Taiko World Cup 2020. Dolan joined by Mango Miser.
Hello.
Well, hello
Good to
there,
be
Mango.
here. Italy versus Poland. This is a very hype match indeed.
Oh, yeah. It's Ikun and Deku, the fabulous Italian duo. They're back with their squad, taking on Poland.
I think we'd be underselling Italy a little if we just said it was Ikun and Deku, but those two are certainly their star players.
Absolutely.
Meanwhile, on the Poland side, we see Bernard and Darkstorm. Honestly, these are two very stacked teams. We actually played as so coming from Team United Kingdom, we actually played both of these teams on our way to where we are, and both teams were incredibly scary.
So you're expecting an all-out war here?
I'm certainly expecting a close match.
Well, that's what we like to see.
What are those hit sounds?
Yes.
Oh, it's a 7-7 map. Okay. Oh, those aren't the hit sounds. Those are that's the song.
I was gonna say, I was listening to the song preview. I was like, I think this is just the song. The client can't handle it.
But yeah, I think this is possibly one of the most exciting matches this weekend. Although we do have a lot of exciting matches this weekend. But I say this because both teams have very similar skill sets and very similar caliber of players.
It's always interesting when you do get matches where the two teams have basically the same skill set, because it always ends in either one of two ways. It either goes the distance or it's an absolute rout. But it can definitely go either way. But let's hope it goes the distance, because I know that's what Chad wants.
Yeah, the match we just saw between Germany and China ended up 7-1. So it was fairly one-sided, I would say. We're hoping for better results here. So what's happening with Lord Ender?
Not quite sure.
Frozen in time.
Well, if it is a disconnection, thank goodness it's a warm-up.
Well, this song reminds me of like all the... I don't know, it sounds like if you got a telephone and you recorded like all the sounds it made.
You just like recorded pressing different buttons.
Yeah, that's what it sounds like.
And there's just somebody in the background with a triangle going mad. Bernard coming in clutch. Well, that's the first warm-up.
Wow, 4100 FC from Bernard. That's really impressive.
I think he's warmed up. He might be ready. But Mango, you've been able to jump into this map pool the past week. So what are we, especially with these two teams, what are we looking to see here? Oh my goodness, this difficulty.
Interesting.
Za, everybody.
In terms of map pool, it's hard. Map pool is hard. What more is there to say?
Fair enough. It is semifinals after all. Not in groups anymore. Now this is a map I'm looking forward to seeing.
So Tarantella is a Spanish dance, I believe. I think do you know anything about tarantellas?
I do not, but I do know what the reference to za is.
Oh, I don't actually know the reference.
It's slang for pizza.
Oh,
Za. There's like a whole Saturday Night Live skit on it too. It's pretty funny.
Consider me uncultured.
Well, there you go.
I think
Za.
historically a tarantella. I can't remember if this is just some like random information that gets told to you when you're a kid, and it's just completely wrong. But from what I recall, a tarantella is a dance you do when you get bitten by like a venomous creature or something. Like presumably a tarantula, but then again, tarantulas are not venomous. So
According
it's
to
like
chat,
the
it's Italian, which
it's
would make
Italian.
sense. Should make a lot of sense
is.
given that it's
Yeah,
Italy's warm-up.
Oh yeah, why am I thinking it's Spanish? What am I doing? Yeah, it is Italian.
It sounds like it could be Spanish, but it definitely also sounds like it could be Italian.
I know it's from what I recall, it's like if you get bitten by a venomous spider, and then you dance to like not to get rid of the poison or something. I think that's the story. Anyway, I'm gonna check this.
Wouldn't that have the adverse effect because your
I
heart
don't
rate
know.
would increase and that would just make the poison go faster, circulate faster through your body?
The
I don't know.
tarantella's origin is connected with tarantism, a disease or form of hysteria that appeared in Italy in the 15th to the 17th century, and that was obscurely associated with the bite of a tarantula spider. The victims seemingly were cured by frenzied dancing. Okay, so yeah, it's not completely made up.
Oh yeah, because you know the first thing I think of doing when I get bitten by a tarantula is dance. Interesting culture.
So where is the za?
Yeah, where is the za? That's the question. Now I can't help but stop thinking about someone dancing to this beat after getting bit by a tarantula. I'm gonna be thinking about that for the rest of the day now. That's just gonna be stuck in my head.
Interesting how the BPM keeps changing. Whoever picked this warm-up could be scouting for potentially No Mod 6, which is a map in the pool that changes BPM every so often. So maybe they're scouting for accuracy?
Trying to see who's on their act game today.
It's not just any act, it's like BPM change act. So it's a different skill set. It's one thing to maintain accuracy at 1 BPM, but if the BPM is changing every bar, then you know. Oh my god, did you see that?
I did actually.
I think that was.
thing.
I think that was something that was said in one of the matches last week. I think.
The entirety of that warm up, I was just thinking about someone dancing to that beat.
How many types of pasta can you name?
Ooh,
There's a quiz on Sporkle that has like some 30 odd different pasta.
well, before we do that, Italy wins the roll. Pasta? Well, there's spaghetti. There's Alfredo.
Wait, that's a pasta? I thought Alfredo was a sauce.
No, fettuccine is the sauce, isn't it?
No, fettuccine.
No,
is-
I'm dumb. No, you're right. Alfredo is the sauce. I'm sorry. I just woke up. Forgive me. Fettuccine is the pasta. Alfredo's the sauce. I'm sorry,
Okay,
Italy.
what happened? Okay,
I'm so sorry.
You have just destroyed
Fettuccine
2,000
isn't
years
a
of culture.
there's linguine. Does ravioli count?
Ravioli is it's a
I mean-
type of filled pasta, right?
Yeah, I mean, there's.
It looks
I
like
love
we've got-
ravioli. That's all I can say, man.
So Poland lost the role, and looks like they banned first. So they banned HR2, which is the longer of the two HRs. Taro, OD 9.8, I believe. Very difficult to maintain good accuracy, and which is a sensible ban because Italy's star players, Iken and Deku, are both very competent hard rock players.
I can't believe I said Alfred. I'm so mad at myself for that.
Right, and looks like Italy will be banning Nomad 2, which is Loon, one of the tech maps in the pool. Lots of bursts and different snappings. Very easy to miss, I would say. So that's maybe Italy didn't want to risk playing this against Poland.
Ooh, and DT1 is the pick. And Raiden is not pleased with the Hard Rock 2 ban.
HR2 is the longest map in the pool. It's like over 4 minutes, I think. Or close
Can we
to
get
4
a-
minutes.
F in the chat for Raiden, please.
Stop banning their featured artists.
Hate it when that happens, but DT1, the pick from Italy. Not terribly long.
I don't know who had the idea to do this, but like remixing classical tunes. I mean, a lot of Beethoven's tracks. He was like the rock god of
Beethoven.
his era. I mean, like there are a lot of tracks. I think here, like they're basically just remixes of classical tunes. They work really well, like Paganini's Caprices and a lot of Bach's works. I guess he did so many. I think this is one of his.
Yo, where's the Bach remix?
I mean, this is a Bach remix. It's
Yeah, I was
JSB.
I was like, this sounds very familiar.
It's JSB, Johann Sebastian Bach.
Yep.
Um,
I don't know if you've seen the statue of him in Leipzig, but it's pretty cool.
I have not been to Germany, so
When I studied abroad, I went to Leipzig, and so they just hammered a ton of Bach knowledge into our skulls over there.
all right, we're off.
Who knows Bach the best? Accuracy always very hard on DT just because those hitboxes are insanely small compared to Nomad.
Hitboxes.
I call them hitboxes.
What is
Somebody referred to them as hitboxes. I was like, I like that. That makes sense.
We do see our first miss from Creepy Dog.
Ooh, Akrith is going to follow it up.
Looking to be a very solid pick from Italy, but Ikun will find a miss. Lord
Also,
Ender, the
Lord
only
Ender.
one
Look
holding
at that
incredibly
accuracy.
good accuracy.
I was going to say, that's an insane accuracy, especially for DT. There's only a third of the map left. And this score gap is quite wide.
We still have 2 very large streams coming up, so things could happen.
Avoid the note lock, boys. Ooh.
All players hitting that perfectly. I think it's out of Poland's grasp here.
Yeah, look at the Italian players' accuracy. They're both 99 twos, 99 threes. That's insane stuff. 1-0 Italy.
Really solid.
Oh, was that a break point?
No, it wasn't. It wasn't.
Well, it says Italy's next to pick, so
that's
maybe something
weird.
messed up because on the screen it says
Pretty-
that Italy picked that map. Oh, there it goes.
Yeah, there we
I
go.
was gonna say. It's okay, our ref's got it. Dave coming in there. By the way, big shout outs to all our referees this World Cup. Free mod 2.
This is a bit risky, I have to say. I think it's a little risky. Free mod 2 is the stream free mod. It's relatively constant BPM, except for the introduction, which is a bit weird. The SV is moderate. According to the map pool selectors, this map was actually nerfed for this pool. So it's just 1/4 streams throughout. I'm expecting to see a hidden hard rock from Mihao Goku and a hidden from Creepy Duck if they're going for this first. They seem to be pretty confident on it. But at the same time, I can see Ikun going for hidden hard rock and Deku going for hard rock, possibly.
You think they're both going to try to overmod it?
Well, I wouldn't say overmod. I think of all the maps, I think this one is possibly the easiest one to go all out. But any misses on this, pretty catastrophic. The streams are quite long, the streams are quite unusual. So,
Yeah, you miss on a stream, it's really hard to get that rhythm back and avoid a chain miss. But here we go. So Ikun and Mihao Goku with the hidden hard rocks. Creepy Duck on hidden, as you said, and Deku will take hard rock. So far, so good for the most part.
it's certainly easier to get good accuracy on this with hidden.
Oh, Deku will
You see our
find the
first
drop. He manages to save a pretty good chunk of accuracy, but Creepy Duck's still assessing right now.
Mihao
Keep it pulled
Goku
ahead.
and Ikun matching accuracy more or less.
Yeah, the two HDHRs are basically matching each other at the moment. It's still very close, actually. Almost halfway through.
Alright, we're starting to get into some of the trickier streams.
Oh, Deku again. And that time he'll drop a decent amount of accuracy. Poland are looking real good right now.
Ikun holding to a very strong accuracy there. He's overtaken Mihao Goku by about 0.5%. But those misses from Deku earlier is what's keeping Poland afloat.
Yeah, also not to mention he went down into the 97s and he's recovering. He's at 98.5, but you have Creepy Duck still assessing at this point, and Mihao Goku with a 99. So Italy are going to need some help if they're going to take a break point. Doesn't look like Italy's gonna get that help. Oh, Creepy Duck is gonna give it up at the end, though. That's so sad. He was on the SS. Poland
He
will
still got
take the
0
point.
100s. He still got 0 100s.
0 100s confirmed. No, Creepy Duck. That was absolutely insane from him, and he drops all the way down to an A rank.
Goku, the only person in the room to FC. That's a really good performance from him. So, shout out to Ikun, who managed to hold his accuracy and almost match Goku's score there.
Yeah, and Deku actually recovered accuracy a fair amount. It was just that he found 2 misses. And it looks like Italy's going to pick Hard Rock 1. That's my guess. Because Ikun just threw out the HR.
Yeah, if your opponent's banning HR, then you might as well pick the other HR, right? It seems
Right.
like a reasonable strategy.
Akrith is going to step back in. By the way, guys, don't forget, you can buy a banner in the off store to support your favorite team for $2.50, and they look pretty good, don't they, Mango?
They definitely do. Gotta spice up your user profile somehow.
Mm-hmm. It's totally worth it.
Slap on some war paint for the country you love.
Oh, I like that. I like that. That's a good way to sell it. War paint. That makes me want to go buy another one. By the way, don't buy 2 thinking you'll have 2 on your profile. That's not how that works. I learned the hard way. But here we go. Hard Rock 1. And it's fairly even to start. But Poland with a slight accuracy advantage.
Goku, the only SS in the room, but that might change very shortly.
Oh, there it goes on the finishers. He'll drop the SS, but Poland's still with the advantage. Thanks to Goku. Deku will find a miss. Now Poland with an even bigger lead. Akrith will trade it. Accuracy advantage is still with Poland. But Ikun is trying to pull it back.
Alright, that's the first half of the map. We're gonna get into some really techy
That's a
sections now.
close score. It's literally 3,000 points. Oh, Deku will miss!
Alright, we have our first burst coming up right about now.
Boom. Oh, and it'll catch Akrith, and that shreds his accuracy. Deku's gonna trade a miss, though. But Deku now has better accuracy than Akrith.
Goku's still holding on to the FC. It's what's keeping Poland ahead.
Yeah, but Ikun is matching him in accuracy just barely. So Italy are right there, coming to the end. This is very close. It's gonna flip. Back and forth.
There's one more burst at the very end.
It's gonna come down to the burst. Who can act it better? Italy in front. And they'll take it back in the end. Italy trailed the whole map. Come back and win it. 2-1. Oh, that would have been a massive break point for Poland if they had taken that.
It was very close. But looks like Italy just won on accuracy, I think. If you look at compare Ikun with Miyagoku and Deku with Akrif, both players just edged out the other slightly in terms of accuracy.
Yeah, but I think what really kept Poland in it was also the timing of Deku's misses. It was really unfortunate. Every time Italy would be close to pulling it back, Deku would find a miss. But at the end, Italy able to swing it back. And now Poland have to answer. I think this is the first TWC match I've casted this year that HD map has not been banned.
I'm interested to see how Poland's gonna respond to this, because they might pick more free mods. Oh, and yes they do. It's like after their convincing victory on Stratofortress, they're gonna move on to Music Overload, which is slightly faster, but I would say the patterns are more forgiving. So hoping to capitalize on that. I think this one's going to be a bit more difficult than Stratofortress.
I always like to see the strats on free mod because you can have teams go for the overmod route, but I've also seen teams just have a no mod and like a hidden or a hard rock.
I think we're going to see the exact same mods as previous. The only difference is possibly Deku going for hidden, but I feel like he's going to stick with hard rock.
$220 BPM.
You got to drop the bass.
Semifinals is probably my favorite stage of the tournament, just because we finally get to the best of 13s. And then also the losers bracket gets really intense. And it's also usually when the map pool really starts to pick up.
Looks like Deku going for hidden. Would it have been too much to ask to swap Mihao Goku and Creepy Duck around? So we can
right.
compare side by side?
That's what I'm saying, man.
You got to drop the bass.
They're gonna make us... They're trying to cross-cancel with a cross-multiply like they're fractions, dude. Look at this.
Like Mihao Goku and Ikun matching fairly well on accuracy.
Yeah, it's still very close. Poland just with a couple 100 advantage. Creepy Duck outdoing Deku just barely. And Mihao Goku barely outdoing Ikun. It's probably like a 0.2% hack advantage for Poland at the moment. But now they're going to have a slightly bigger advantage because Ikun did struggle there at the ending of that section. Oh, and he's going to miss! Poland now with a little bit of breathing room here. It's about a 15k advantage for Poland on the scoreboard.
That's the equivalent of a miss.
Yeah, so it's still winnable for Italy. And Ikun is going to work recovering that accuracy. Wow, actually, Deku is barely outdoing Creepy Duck in accuracy. It's about, I'd say, a 0.3% ac advantage for Poland at the moment.
Yeah, but Nihao Goku's still holding very strong.
Yeah, that's the main difference maker right here. Nihao Goku over Ikun. But Ikun, oh, he'll find yet another miss.
Yeah, that's not good.
In the final corner of the map.
Final screens here.
Unless we see a meltdown from Poland, they're looking pretty safe to take the second point. Finishers back into it.
Alright, last stream.
It'll catch Ikun. Deku will drop at the end, and that is going to do it. Poland tie it up at 2.
Poland just absolutely nailing those final sections. I think we get a double FC from Poland, which is hella strong.
I love that. Hella strong. 2 of them things.
Hey, look, it's the 29th of March, apparently.
Hey, look at that. New day in UTC. Meanwhile, it's 10 a.m. on the 28th for me. They're in the future. Everyone is in the future. You're in the future, Mango.
No comment. All right, Italy had success with DT and HR1, so I can, and they won both by accuracy.
Nomad won. This song is a banger.
I'd hope to see this later on in the match because it has a bit more weight. It's a bit early to dig out such good songs, don't you think?
Nah, it's never too early. It's always the right time for Jeff Williams.
See, like the thing is, no one's saying goodbye yet. I mean, I know this is a losers bracket match.
What do you mean? Italy is saying goodbye to Poland right now. This is a declaration from Italy. They're saying goodbye. Hope you enjoyed your 2 points. Italy's trying to go on a 5-0 run here to close out the match.
I think picking Nomad against Poland is always risky. If we look at the historic, like the history with Poland on Nomad, they actually are really consistent. In fact, they were so consistent that they took 2 points off Japan last week, and I think they were on Nomad maps as well. So it's a bit risky coming from Italy, but map was a bit more difficult this week, so.
Mapped by Hero K. Whoever wins this map wins the match. Totally confirmed. But yeah, I feel like Nomad is always just a slightly riskier pool, especially the deeper into the tournament you get.
Let's just enjoy the song.
Oh yes.
Your first 100s from Ikun there.
Yeah, everyone else still holding the double S. Everyone's still playing really good.
Poland's still holding on to the quad S. Meanwhile,
Yeah.
Lord find his first 100 there.
Oh, Creepy Duck is gonna find a miss. Now Italy with the advantage, but Akrith is still holding the only double S in the lobby. But basically, Poland are going to need Italy to miss now because the accuracies are just too good across the board.
That can always change, though. There are bits in this map which are difficult to get good accuracy on, especially in the last third of the map. A bit too early to say that, I think. I think Creepy Duck is on, well, 0-100s.
Oh, Akrith. And Creepy Duck will miss in the slowdown. The slowdown just kills Poland. You hate to see the SS go like that. Now Italy literally just need to make it through that last section in the final third you mentioned. Big stream. Doesn't look like there's gonna be anything Poland could do here. Creepy Duck will find yet another drop. And that's gonna be 3-2 Italy.
A very solid performance from Italy, getting identical scores, I think. Oh no, it looks like it can hit a few more finishers there. But wow.
The
Good consistency.
slowdown is what really just put Poland behind. They just, both of them found unfortunate misses in the slowdown, and their accuracies weren't even bad. So now Poland will have to fire back once again.
I thought you said whoever won that map would win.
Oh yeah, but I mean, they can still try. Never give up.
Maybe they might go for another free mod. I mean, they've won on 2 free mods already. So,
If it ain't broke, don't fix it.
You can always go for Polygon.
Who has the advantage on hidden here?
I think Poland's got a bit of an advantage on hidden, I think. Hard to say. The maps are very different. The skill sets they require are very extreme, I would say. Hidden 1, a miss can cost you the match, basically. The map. And Hidden 2 is weird. That's all I can say about it. It's just weird.
And apparently Poland having a hard time picking a map here. But no, they're going to go for Polygon. You called it, man.
Well, if you FC this map, you get to pet the doggo.
Who doesn't love petting doggos?
I feel like there's some sort of story being told through the maps here. Because we've seen the doggo, like, what, 3 times now, I think? We first saw it on Cloud. Right. So we saw the dog, the Polygon dog on Cloud, and then it jumped a stage, and we saw it again on Groundhog. And now it's made an appearance in Polygon. I wonder if there's like some sort of hidden backstory. Because from what I hear, the Polygon dog's gonna make yet another appearance in the next pool. That's the only information we have so far.
The Polygon Doggo.
Yeah.
A staple of the Taiko World Cup.
It's been around since 2018.
Hey, I'm a fan. Well, here we go. So, interesting choice here. Poland only going for 2 mods in total, with a hidden from Creepy Duck and a Hard Rock from Mihao Goku.
Ikun going for hidden hard draw. That's really, really risky. Very difficult. See how he copes.
But of course,
Right
you
off the
know,
bat,
I feel like this is a good a good place for Italy to kind of risk it a little bit. It's Poland's pick, and they've been doing really well in free mod. So you kind of want to do anything you can to potentially get a break point. But we'll see if the risk pays off. So far, it's not Poland with the advantage off accuracy. Ikun is struggling down at the 97s. Deku as well with Hard Rock. Mihao Goku killing it with 98, and Creepy Duck keeping up the accuracy at 99 with Hidden.
yeah, but even though Italy's at a solid 1% below, they're keeping pace.
Ooh, Deku with
Deku
2
finding
misses.
a couple misses there.
Yeah, I still don't think Italy's quite out of it. They do have that mod advantage. If they can recover, that mod advantage will start to kick in.
Ikun has the highest score in the room right now.
Ooh, missed
Creepy
from
Duck
Creepy
finding a
Duck.
miss there.
He had the highest accuracy of anybody in the lobby, so that's going to really hurt Poland.
Alright, finally entering the high SV streams near the end. Anyone gonna trip up? We're looking in particular at the Hard Rock players here.
Look at the bottom of your screen here. Well as Ikun, but that score bar. Italy have pulled it back. Creepy Duck will miss yet again. Italy to the lead. Deku will miss though. Big drop from him. And that might be enough. And Deku will drop yet again. And Poland will take it. 1 miss too many from Italy. Wow, that scorebar just shot to the right in an instant. Tie game. We have a match, boys.
It's a very scary performance from Ikun right
How
there.
about that Ikun, though, with the HDHRFC?
Looks like Mihao Goku and Ikun will get to pet the doggo.
Congratulations. You have earned it, boys.
Alright, 3-all. No breakpoints so far. So
You gotta love it.
we've got to start seeing some breakpoints at some point, surely.
It's, you know, it could just go all the way to the end. 12 maps, 6-6, no breakpoints. But now this is where it gets interesting because, you know, the pool is just starting to narrow, and you look as a team, you think, okay, we need 4 points to win here of what's left. So there's a lot of no mod hidden, still untouched, and there's DT2. That's it.
Italy's done relatively well in terms of the consistency department, so I think they might go for another no mod possibly.
No mod 6.
And assuming the pizza warm-up was Italy's pick, this is the speed change map I was talking about.
The ZA prepared them for this moment. Bernard stepping in for Poland.
This map is quite interesting. So as you see, the BPM is 80, but it changes very quick, and I think it peaks at about 310. So
God.
it changes very quick. very quickly.
Lord Ender coming in for Italy and Bernard coming in for Poland. This will be Bernard's first play of the match. We did see him in warm-up, though.
I don't know how I feel about Italy picking no mod 6. It's very risky. This is a very risky map. I expected to see this later on in the match. Because it carries, well, like I said, it carries significant risk. Just see if it pays off.
Here we go, round 7. Tie game at 3. No breakpoints have been found yet.
The shortest map in the pool at 1 minute and 34 seconds. Well, actually, number 13 could be a bit shorter, actually, I think.
A short map with a large SV change. Should be entertaining for us, at least. Nobody finds any act drops there in that opening slow section. Bernard finding a few 100s, trying to shake off the rust maybe. Get warmed up.
Italy holding on to that double S, perhaps I spoke too soon.
And for Bernard's accuracy, he fell all the way to the 97, so Italy with a fairly comfortable margin at the moment. No SS is remaining, but Creepy Duck has great accuracy. So do the Italians.
Alright, we're gonna pick up in speed now. We're gonna reach 300 BPM.
Here we go. Fasten your seatbelts, kids.
Things are gonna get really dense. We might see if he misses. Any misses could be catastrophic.
Poland is trying to pull it back. Bernard is recovering. Oh, Poland ahead. Could it be the break point? Lord Ender will miss, and that's the first break point of the match. Bernard with the clutch recovery. He dropped down to 97-0 at the start. Runs it back to a near 99.
Has to be said, Creepy Duck really carried here, having by far the highest accuracy in the room. Like I said, it's a map with significant risk.
But also, this is now a very important pick for Poland because it's the first break point of the match. They're up 4-3, a chance to get a 2-point lead. They really need to take advantage of this opportunity. They gotta put a point on the board here. You don't want to let Italy come back in with that momentum if you're Poland.
I feel like Poland could pick Nomon 3 possibly? Or DT2. Those are my guesses.
Nomad 4 coming out. Close.
This one's hard. It's a 276 BPM, very dense and long streams. Some weird streams as well. But I can see Bernard definitely playing this one because it's his sort of thing. And we saw in warm-ups, he played a map that's very similar to this, actually. Actually, it's the same lineup we had in the warm-up, so maybe they were warming up for this.
Calculated. Bernard and Darkstorm in for Poland. Coed will make his first appearance of the match for Italy.
And just make a point of how it seems like both teams are constantly swapping rosters.
Yeah, there have been a lot of substitutions, but that's actually really kind of neat to see this late in the tournament on semifinals. That these teams are good enough to where they have multiple players that can play on a map pool of this caliber.
Yeah, but I think Ikun's been in here for every match so far. Definitely puts the eye in Italy.
The eye in Italy.
Well, it's the same as how Azer puts the A in Canada, right?
Which A?
All the A's.
All of them.
Azer is worth 3 A's. That's
Give
how
me a
good he is.
C. A. Give me an N. A. Give me a D. A.
Oh, that's interesting.
Well, here we go. Let's get into it. Client. Doing client things. Well, here we go. So it doesn't look like we have any early misses to report, just a slight accuracy advantage for Poland. Bernard still keeping up the SS, and Ikun will drop.
I can see Bernard doing extremely well in this, but
Darkstorm training it out.
Darkstorm might find a few issues with accuracy.
But Bernard is making the difference on the scoreboard right now with the highest accuracy. Everybody else in 98s. Oh, and Bernard will miss it, go down to 97. And Italy to the lead just like that. Darkstorm following it up, and all of a sudden, Italy in the driver's seat. Still halfway to go in this map.
Yeah, the streams on the second half are higher SV and slightly trickier, so we might see a change in tempo here.
I don't think this
actual
one's...
tempo.
I don't think this one's over yet because Bernard was playing so good before his chain miss there. So I think he's going to definitely be able to recover. But still, not a good place to be if you're Poland.
Ikun dropping a bit of hack.
Yeah, now he's being matched by Darkstorm at the moment. So the difference is between Coed and Bernard at the moment in terms of accuracy. How about Coed? He's up to 99 now. Looks like Italy is going to be able to close this one out if they can hang on to the end here.
I think they've built enough of a buffer.
Yep, and it's going to be a tie game, 4-4. Unfortunate miss from Bernard.
Not sure if it would have been enough to make the difference, though. On the whole, actually, both teams' accuracies were fairly similar. Italy just had fewer misses, so that was a risk. That was a risky pick from Poland there, and it didn't pay out. Didn't pay off.
Well, we're tied again. The breakpoint is answered by a breakpoint.
Pool's getting smaller.
Look,
Currently,
Chad. This
we
is
only got after you.
the chat is blaming us for that one because I think I kind of hardcore cursed Bernard. This is a World Cup. Caster curses always happen. You must be new here.
We don't have a lot of picks left. Just saying,
True.
There's 4 maps left, up potentially up to 4 picks, 4 maps to be picked, and there's 5 maps to pick from. So we've got 2 nomads, both hidden,
And a DT.
Both teams are avoiding it like the plague or something.
And the thing is if it goes the distance, at least one HD has to be played.
Well, earlier I said Italy was gonna... I feel like Italy might go for DT, possibly. Gotta step on that consistency.
Yeah, because I believe the first DT went well for
Never
them.
mind.
But
Never
no,
mind.
they're going to go with Nomad 3. I take it back. Take it back.
Like Nomad 6, this is a map that also carries significant risk. It's not your usual map. It's a very low SV, very bunched together. We might not be able to make out anything on the screen, to be honest.
Mapped by the one and only drum decimator himself, Jai. No Ikun for Italy? Oh boy.
As expected, we've got Creepy Duck and Actor on the side of Poland. I don't know. I think this could backfire. I really think this... I think Poland... I thought Poland was going to pick this. So...
We'll have to wait and see. Difficulty November 29th. Does that day have some significance?
It does have a certain significance, although I don't think it is my place to tell. If you're interested, you can ask the one and only Drum Decimator. He has a bunch of maps named November 29th.
Really? Is it his birthday?
It is not his birthday.
Worth a guess.
But Drum Decimator's birthday is actually 2 weeks from now.
Oh, nice. That means his birthday is going to be right around Grand Finals.
There is no better way to celebrate.
That is too cool. The more I think about it, that is too epic.
Well,
Drum
it's weird,
Decimator's
right?
birthday.
I can't actually remember when his birthday is because it's either 1 or 2 days. But because he lives in the future, I think it's the day before, possibly, but whatever.
That would still be amazing. But yeah, it's going to be Lord Ender and Coed for Italy, Creepy Duck and Akrith for Poland. Here we go. Now, every pick from here on out is going to be massive in terms of just importance.
Like Actor finding a little bit of trouble in terms of accuracy early on, but he's recovering well, and the lead is shrinking.
Yeah, Coed did find a few 100s at the start as well, but shouldn't be too big of an issue. By the way, Badu is in the chat. And Creepy Duck will drop here. So Italy now in front here. But Creepy Duck was able to maintain a large percentage of that accuracy. He's still got a 99.8, so...
No one tripping up on those finishers, but what about these ones?
Oh, no one.
We're gonna see more misses. We are definitely gonna see more misses. It's not a question of if. It's a
Only
question
when.
of when.
Only when. But Ender coming out with some really good accuracy here, trying to match Creepy Duck. Coed with about a 0.2% AC advantage on Akrith. And you also have the miss on top of that. That is a good question. Oh, Akrith with the drop.
It's 2 misses on the side of Poland. It's looking pretty good for Italy.
Oh, Lord Ender, though. With the drop, and he had the highest stack for Italy. But Italy's still got some breathing room here in the final quarter.
It's just gonna get harder, though. With one pattern that's really tricky. That's come up.
Really dense sections here. The finishers. Nobody gets caught out.
Alright, this is the last dream, if you can even call it that. After finding a lot of issues with accuracy there.
Italy looks like they're going to pull through. And Italy will pull through 5-4. Let me tell you something. Coed has absolutely done a fantastic job in the 2 maps he's played.
Look at Creepy Dog. What on earth?
But that hack!
3-100.
That hack! 99.8? Unfortunate for Poland. Akrith just had some accuracy issues. But now it's do or die for Poland. They've got 1 Nomad left. Both HDs open. 1 DT.
I'm not so sure where Poland's gonna go here. I don't know if Poland's got a second hidden player. Well, they do, but I mean, Creepy Duck is by far their best hidden player. But I don't know if the second player can quite keep up. It really depends how much they practice. We saw Mihao Goku going for hidden hard rock earlier, but these hiddens are different.
Where does Poland go? This is tough. Well, you did say that you think that Poland may have a slight edge on hidden, so I'm wondering when we may see that.
Yeah, I think they do have an edge on hidden actually, because I don't see who would play hidden second for Italy.
But it's also like a very risky time to pick it, because if it backfires and Italy gets the break point there and match point with pick, but they're gonna go for it now. Hidden 2, bubblegum.
This is a weird map. Don't really have much to say about it, other than the fact that it's weird.
Is this kind of like the tech hidden map?
I wouldn't even call it tech. You'll see.
It's one of those where you have to see it.
It's not even slow hidden. I don't even know what to call this. It's just weird. But I mean, hidden, like weird maps on hidden are really difficult. You can listen to the song. It's got some interesting rhythms. I'd call this SV hidden, maybe. That's probably what I'd call it.
Yikes. Ekun stepping back in.
It looks like Akrith will be playing this one.
Bubble pop. I know a lot of good OWC memes that this would have been great with. But looks like we're ready. HD gamers rise up.
Oh god, Bubble Man's in the chat.
Bubble Man, no. Oh. Bringing back Die Plasmus Plätzen. Except if you recall against Germany, it didn't pop.
We are not seeing 4 FCs on this. I refuse to believe it is possible for everyone to FC this map.
Alright, well. Love the optimism. Oh, but yeah, they're definitely, I can already see some of just the awkward timings. Accuracy's all over the place, but Creepy Dog, he's the one who stepped up the most with HD this match, so keep your eyes on him. It's really interesting, because you have Creepy Duck with the best act, but then Akrith with the worst at 95 right now, almost 96.
lot of flickering going on. Now Actress has matched Ikun's accuracy. It's really about Creepy Duck versus Coed now.
Oh yeah, Creepy Duck's got a pretty sizable advantage by 0.5%. And Akrith has had about 0.2%, but so pulling with some breathing room, but not a whole lot here. Creepy Duck is putting in the work. Coed is trying to catch up. Coed now outdoing Akrith as well as Ikun. Oh, Akrith will drop. Ikun will trade it though.
Okay, this bit is just weird.
What on earth? Akrith 100'd all of that burst.
I can't believe how close this is.
This is insane. It's flickering. Italy now in front. Akrith will drop yet again.
Are we gonna see a miss from Italy?
And yeah, Italy's accuracy is not the best, but they're keeping the full combos intact. Creepy Duck is keeping Poland in it. Akrith will find yet another miss. Unfortunate. Italy's just not missing at all.
After finding a lot of trouble, not getting into the groove of the map.
Oh, Creepy Duck will miss too.
Yeah, Italy's running away with this.
Yeah, I don't think there's anything that can be done now. 1/8. Just brutal. And Italy looking to go up to match point here. Well, look at Coed once again. He'll come away with the million plus. He has stepped up in a big way for his team. He will get the FC.
All right, it's match point for Italy. And they're in a really good position here, but yeah, it's their pick, but there's not much to pick from.
Yeah, that's the thing is they don't
hidden
have
map,
comfortable
Nomad.
picks.
Yeah, none of these. I mean, the names of these maps aren't particularly friendly as well. We've got Would Amin Punk is impressed. The Apocalypse or Danger and Danger.
The Apocalypse and Danger and Danger. These are definitely not some friendly sounding maps. Poland have got some work to do now.
I think every map is dangerous for Italy. I think Poland's got an advantage in all these maps, to be honest. In terms of accuracy, I feel like Poland's got the edge on Nomad 5, possibly. Or in terms of consistency, at least. And on Hidden, it's more up Poland Street, I feel. And Danger, Danger, If I were Italy, I'd go for DT.
Yeah, because they performed well on that the first DT pick early on in the match. So it kind of does make the most sense if you're trying to close out the match right here. Because the Nomad's always risky. And Hidden 1 is vastly different from Hidden 2. But they're going for the Nomad.
So, would Amin Punk is impressed?
Love that grammar.
Fun fact, this is the highest SR in the pool, higher than even the tiebreaker somehow.
What?
At 7.8 stars. I don't even know how. It's just got really inflated patterns.
Doesn't look like Italy are going to change their roster one bit. Oh, who's Akrith summoning?
Might see Mihao Goku, maybe? Oh, no. The Dark Storm's time to...
Darkstorm has had a few pretty good performances in this match.
He's been sitting... He's been keeping the bench warm, though. But he's back on the front lines now.
I think this is his third appearance.
I'm not sure. Well, we haven't seen him in a while. He played in Hanabi, but that was fairly early on, actually.
Yeah, I think he played 2 early on, and then it's been Mihao Goku and Akrith with Creepy Duck for the most of the rest of the match.
Alright. Will Poland be able to pull this back?
Here we go.
Pressure's on. It's Italy's pick.
It is now or never for Poland. The winner of this match, too, will play Germany. Tomorrow, I believe, if I'm correct.
Yeah, tomorrow.
Yeah, tomorrow. It's been a great match so far, though. Well, let's see what unfolds here. Ikun starting strong with the SS. Darkstorm will find an early miss. But now all accuracies are basically in the 98s or lower. Ikun, who started with an SS, is now down to the 97s. Poland is very much still in this.
Ikun finding a miss, and that's going to swing the lead right in Poland's favor.
Yeah, that score bar just shot to the right. Darkstorm will miss again, though. But once again, look, it's Creepy Duck doing what he does best here, folks. Coed is trying to keep up. He's struggling a little bit.
Right. It's time to hold our breath because we're going to get right into a mega stream. Is everyone going to hold strong here?
Here we go. Oh, Creepy Duck is caught out. He recovers, but Italy has the lead now. A pretty decent lead. The score bar's just shot to the left. There's a third of the map left, a little under.
Still a couple tricky sections. Italy seems to be holding very strong here.
Italy looking to close it out.
Score this about 40,000 points.
Poland needs something to happen on the Italian side, and they need it now. Mono streams coming in. Coed will miss it again.
I don't think it's enough.
They need more. They need more. Is there going to be more? They're trying to run it back. Not in time. Italy close it out 7-4. What a match. Valiant effort, but unfortunately for Creepy Duck, he just found the chain miss on the Mega Stream and recovered just a little too late. His accuracy took a massive hit and they could not recover. Poland played a beautiful World Cup this year, but this will be the end of their run Italy will move on to face Germany tomorrow. I have to say, if there's an MVP of this match, I think you would have to consider Coed for it, because since he came off the bench and stepped in late, I think the last 4 maps, he absolutely put in work.
Agreed. Coed's really good. He's been doing very well in community tournaments, and this year he's really showing off on the world stage.
Well, there are your winners. Italy advance further. They will take on Germany. But that's going to be all for now. The next match is going to be in 1 hour. Roughly an hour. Canada will take on Spain in the losers bracket. You don't want to miss it. Well, Mango, any closing thoughts on the match?
I'm just looking at our upcoming match, actually.
He's focused on his game, Taiwan, UK.
But I was quite nervous. But other than that, no, Italy Poland, great game, honestly. I expected it to be close, and I was not disappointed.
Indeed, fantastic match. It goes the way of Italy. And we will see them tomorrow in action against Germany. But that's going to be all for now, folks. So we thank you all for watching, and we'll see you in an hour for Canada and Spain.
All right, thanks for tuning in.
Also, buy banners.